The automatic door slides open, and you stop. Not because someone told you to, not because there's a rule about it. You stop because you have never in your entire life seen a door open by itself. You're standing at the entrance of the Olympic Village. There are athletes from 80 countries moving around you, laughing, speaking languages you don't recognize, wearing clothes that cost more than your family earns in a year. The air smells like food, real food, from a dozen countries at once. Screens on every wall show live sports, advertisements, colours so bright they feel violent. Your government minder is 3 steps behind you. He's always 3 steps behind you. You take a breath. You keep your face neutral. You have been trained your entire life to keep your face neutral. But inside, something is cracking. You are 22 years old, and what matters is not who you are, but what you represent. You are a state-produced athlete. In North Korea, sports are not a career. Now, they're a duty. When you were 7 years old, a government official came to your school and measured your bone structure, your lung capacity, your reaction time. You were selected, not asked, selected. From that day forward, your life was not your own. You moved into a state sports facility in Pyongyang. You trained 6 days a week, 10 hours a day. Your meals were controlled, your sleep was scheduled, your friendships were monitored. You were told repeatedly that your body belongs to the General Secretary, that every medal you win is not yours. It is a gift you offer to the nation. You believed this. You had no reason not to. The outside world, as you understood it, was a place of suffering. Americans were violent and hungry. South Koreans were puppets. Europeans were decadent and morally collapsed. You saw this in the films the state showed you. You heard it from every teacher, every coach, every official who ever spoke to you. And now you are standing inside that world, and the door opened by itself. Before you left Pyongyang, you sat in a room for 3 days. Not for training, for instruction. The room is small and smells of cigarette smoke and floor polish. A single fluorescent light hums overhead. There are no windows. A senior official from the Ministry of Sport sits across from you with a folder, and he speaks in the flat, careful tone of a man who has given this briefing many times before. You memorize the rules not because you are told to, but because you understand, without being told, what breaking them would mean. The rules are simple. You do not speak to foreign media without your handler present, ever. You do not accept gifts from foreign athletes without reporting them. If someone gives you a pin, a bracelet, a piece of food, you hand it to your minder before the day is over. You do not browse the internet. And the devices in the Olympic Village are enemy tools designed to destabilize your loyalty. You do not react emotionally to anything you see. Curiosity is acceptable. Admiration is not. You are a representative of the most advanced and dignified nation on earth. You act like it. You do not, under any circumstances, speak to South Korean athletes. You nod at each rule. You sign a document. You are photographed signing it. Your family is in Pyongyang, your mother, your younger brother. And you do not need the official to explain what the photograph is for. The food hall breaks you first, not emotionally. You keep your face neutral, but mentally, cognitively, because nothing in your life prepared you for this. There are stations for every cuisine you've never heard of. Fruits stacked in pyramids, oranges, mangoes, berries you have no name for. Meat cooked 17 different ways, and it's all free. You just walk up and take it. You have been hungry before. Not starving. You are an elite athlete. Your calories were always managed. But the hunger in North Korea is structural. It lives in the background of every meal. You eat knowing that this is your allocation, that there is no more. Here, there is always more. You take a small plate. You sit with your delegation. You eat slowly because your minder is watching, and eating too fast would signal something, but your mind is calculating furiously. If this is what they feed visiting athletes, what do ordinary citizens eat? You do not say this out loud. You will never say this out loud. But the question has been born, and questions once born in a mind like yours, trained, disciplined, precise, do not die quietly. It happens on day 3. You are walking through the common area of the village when you see a television screen, large, public, the kind that anyone can walk past. It is showing a documentary. The footage is aerial, a city at night, from above, lit up like a circuit board. A caption appears on screen. It says, "Seoul, South Korea." You stop walking. You have been told your entire life that South Korea is a colony, a broken, occupied nation of starving people living under American military boots. You were shown images of poverty, protest, desperation. You were told the South Korean people desperately want reunification under the North, under the true Korean leadership. What you are looking at right now does not match a single frame of what you were shown. The city is enormous. It is luminous. It is alive in a way that Pyongyang, the showpiece capital, the most resourced city in your entire country, is not. Your minder appears at your shoulder. "Keep moving," he says quietly. You keep moving, but something behind your eyes has changed, and both of you know it. You are not supposed to speak to them, but on the morning of your event, in the warm-up corridor beneath the stadium, it happens anyway. She is a South Korean gymnast. She drops her water bottle. It rolls toward your feet. You pick it up. You hand it back. It takes 3 seconds. She says, "In Korean, you're Korean, the same language." "Thank you." You nod. You walk away. But in those 3 seconds, you notice something. She was not afraid of you. She did not look at you with pity or propaganda or political calculation. She looked at you like you were just a person. You have competed for 15 years. You have been to training camps, state events, delegation ceremonies. You have been looked at with expectation, with evaluation, with the constant weight of what you represent. You cannot remember the last time someone looked at you like you were just a person. You compete. You perform well. Not a medal close, but not a medal. In any other country, this would be considered an achievement. A near miss at the Olympics is a career highlight. In North Korea, it is a problem. You know this. Your minder knows this. Neither of you speak about it, but it lives in the air between you on the bus back to the village. Athletes who return from international competition without medals have been reassigned, sent to factories, sent to provincial towns far from Pyongyang. In worst cases you have heard about only in whispers sent somewhere you don't let yourself think about too directly. You sit with this on the bus. And for the first time in your life, you do the calculation. Not the loyal calculation, not how do I serve the state better. The other calculation, the one you were never supposed to run. What would it take to not go back? You do not defect. This is important to understand. It is not because you are a coward. It is not because you don't see what you've seen. It's not your sentence to carry alone. It's your mother's, your brother's, your aunt in a provincial town you haven't visited since childhood. Everyone who ever shared your name, your address, your bloodline. The North Korean state does not come for you when you run. It comes for them. 3 generations documented, systematic, guaranteed. Not a rumor, a policy. So you sit with the calculation. You run it forward. You see every face it touches. And you arrive at the answer you already knew before you asked the question. You are going home. On the last day, you pass the main entrance one more time. The automatic door slides open. You watch it. You understand now that it is a sensor motion activated, ordinary technology, unremarkable to every single person walking through it, except you. But you watch it the way someone watches a thing they are about to lose. Because in 18 hours you will be on a plane. And the world on the other side of that plane, the automatic doors, the lit up cities, the girl who handed back her water bottle like you were just a person, will become something you are no longer allowed to have seen. You will go home. You will report to your officials. You will say the outside world is exactly as described, decadent, hollow, inferior. You will say it with a straight face because you have been trained since age 7 to keep your face neutral, and somewhere inside you, in a place no minder can reach, you will carry what you saw. The door, the city, the 3 seconds, for the rest of your life.